I, first of all, want to just take a moment to recognize that it looks like I have antenna ears or something. My fan behind me, when I lean forward, it looks like I have something coming out of my head. Anyway, most poorly placed fan, or my desk is poorly placed because of my fan, one of the two. Anyway, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. I personally am doing great, but ooh, there's like this something, I don't know. My body was going through something the last couple days. I had a little bit of like, my stomach was upset, and I'm feeling a little bit of sinus drainage now. And I'm like, oh, don't start, don't start. But I woke up feeling good. Hoping it's just weather changes that my body is adjusting to. So anyway, hopefully you are also doing well, and if you're going through anything, hopefully we can help you out today and all the days to come, right? So if you missed my Reiki live session from Monday, please go back and check that one out. That was a very powerful healing, and we had several people on live that day, which is amazing. I love when people are live because then I can give that energy directly to them. Obviously, you can still get it on replay, but it's something different when the person is on the other side of the screen watching live and they're there live. I don't know. It gives me some extra motivation or something. Anyhow, today I wanted to talk about how your mind can be fooled. And this is a good thing, why this is a good thing and how we can use it to our benefit. So let's talk about that. I was just talking to one of my patients last night about this concept, and it kind of dawned on me that maybe not everybody knows this, so I thought I would share it with you today. So feel free to share it with others who might find this useful. Okay, so did you know that your mind can be fooled? And what I mean by this is that our mind does not know the difference between reality and what we are imagining or thinking about in our brain. This is where anxiety comes from. So it can be used for bad. But we're going to train you how to use it for good today. So anxiety comes from this place of thinking about something that happened in the past, thinking about something that might happen in the future that may never happen in the future, but you're thinking about it and your body is getting worked up as if that thing is happening right now. Even if it's something that happened 20 years ago, you're thinking about it intensely today, you can get your heart rate up, you can start sweating, you can start feeling all sorts of craziness and chaos inside your body. If it's something bad, of course, or you can think about something good that happened 20 years ago and you can have the same amazing feelings right here today. So your mind can be fooled, and we can also fool it for good. So instead of anxiety, where we think about things we don't want to happen or that we're worried will happen or that happened in the past, let's think about something amazing. And this is how we manifest, right? So you've probably heard a lot of the manifesting gurus out there say to live your life as if you already are the version of yourself that you want to be. Now, this can feel difficult, especially if the version of yourself that you want to be is a multimillionaire and you're like living paycheck to paycheck right now. Like, how am I supposed to live? How am I supposed to buy first class flights and, Starbucks every day and whatever else it is you want if you're living paycheck to paycheck? So, how do we do that? Well, let me tell you, you do it in your mind first. So, our mind cannot tell the difference between what is happening right now in real life, in real time, and what we are imagining very vividly in our brain. So if you close your eyes, it's similar to dreaming, right? So if you're dreaming, have you ever had one of those dreams? Like, give me a hand raise emoji if you've ever had one of those dreams where it is so intense that you thought it was real, and when you woke up, you still are in a panic or all flustered, like you're sweating, your heart is pounding, you're breathing heavy, you're like, oh my gosh, right? Has that ever happened to you? It has happened to me. So this is clear evidence that the brain can believe something is true even if it's not yet your reality. Okay, so this is how we fool our minds for a good cause, for manifesting what we want in our world, what we want in our lives. So this is how we do it. So every day, if you can, take, even if it's 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever amount of time you have to sit and relax and go into this beautiful place in your mind and create all the things it is that you desire to have, do it. And make it as real as you possibly can. Involve all 5 senses. The more of your senses you can involve in this process, the more it will work for you. So, what do you see in this world? What do you hear in this world? What do you smell in this world? What can you taste in this world? What can you touch in this world? What are you feeling, right? If you desire to live on an island, let's say you desire to live in Hawaii, envision yourself on your front porch looking out at the ocean, feeling the breeze come in off of the ocean, smelling the salt in the air, hearing a seagull fly by. Maybe you have kids and they're splashing in the water, or whatever it may be, right? We really want to envision this as fully as we can. Maybe you're sitting on your Adirondack chair and you can feel the wood planks touching your back. So you want to imagine all of this stuff and really make it real for yourself. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, all of these things, right? And you can even go as far as like walking into your home. What does your home look like? Who's there? What time of day is it? What part of the year is it? I mean, anything, right? Walk into your garage, see what car you drive, or your surfboards, or whatever hanging on the wall, or your bike that you ride around town because you don't need a car. I mean, whatever it is, imagine it as in as much detail as you can, using as many of your senses as you can. And when you do this and you do it regularly, your brain is sending a signal to the universe saying, this is how I live my life. And then the universe is like, okay, that's how you live your life. So let's bring it into your full-time reality. Let's not just live your life like this, 10 minutes a day. Let's start bringing in the pieces so that you can have this all day, every day. The universe responds to that. So as often as you can, even if let's say you work a 10-hour shift, you're sitting at a desk all day, you are bored out of your mind, you take your breaks and you just like numb out. I've had those jobs before where you take a break and you're just like, right? Even if that's you, on those breaks, or even for 1 minute, if you have like 1 minute at your desk where you can zone out, do it in your dream world, like what you want your life to be. If it's a different job, a different location, whatever it is, even if it's just for a minute, 5 times a day, or 10 minutes, 3 times a day, or whatever it is for you, the more you can do it, the more the universe will respond and say, this is what they want. So let's give it to them. Let's make the reality that we have part-time our full-time reality. Right? And then when you're not in that envisioning state, when you're not in that place where you can close your eyes and really like dream up these beautiful visions for yourself, I want you, for the rest of that time when you're quote unquote in reality, I want you to do your best to embody and embrace what you envisioned in your mind. So obviously, like we talked about at the beginning, if you're broke as a joke and you envision yourself being a multimillionaire, okay, maybe you're not spending, 50 grand on something today, but you can still act as though you are wealthy, act as though you are rich in other ways. Your mindset, not constantly telling yourself that you're broke, not constantly saying that I can't afford that thing, right? People who are wealthy do not say things like that. They say, nah, that's not a priority for me, right? Like, nah, I mean, I could afford a Lamborghini, but it's not what I want. It's not my priority, And so that's fair. You can say that even if you don't have the money for a Lamborghini. You could say, I can afford a Starbucks coffee, but that's not what I desire right now. That's not my priority, right? And so just changing the way that you word things, the way that you think about things in your current reality can help to bring the reality you're looking for into your world. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Comment below any questions, anything you want to add to this. If there's another piece to this that you're like, hey, this thing has always worked for me, please comment it below so other people can look back and go, oh yeah, okay, I can try that. Ooh. Okay, I get stuck reading the comments and this is a problem. Anyhow, so let's start visualization of things we want, things we love, things that are already going right in our world. Let's not forget the present as well. Things that are already good and that we're grateful for, because the more gratitude, the more love, the more emotion we put into this, the more likely it is to happen and the quicker it will come. Okay? All right, I will stop babbling on now. I tend to go 10 minutes and I'm there. So I will end here, but please comment anything below that you would like to share. Please keep it to the positive side. I don't love reading, negativity. It's not in my flow. I'm not there for that. So keep that to yourself or share it somewhere else, because I won't respond to any negativity. However, if you have anything positive to say, please, or constructive, please say it below and share with anybody who needs this today. Share the love. I will talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye now.